Welcome back to the Pig Trail. It is time for our recruiting report, and as always, Richard Davenport with the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette and Whole Hog Sports is joining us now. Richard, let's start off with basketball. C.J. Walker, he is 6'8", a forward. He has 33 scholarship offers and says that Arkansas would really fit his style of play. What do you think about him?
Definitely. I mean, he's a very, very athletic kid. He's got a 7'1" wingspan, and he's got a 40-plus vertical. He just fits what Coach Anderson and his staff likes to do offensively, defensively, and he sees that, and that's one of the main reasons he's really looking at Arkansas pretty strong. He's a guy that, like you said, has over 33 offers. I think most people see him as a top 100 prospect, and he's definitely looking to visit Arkansas in the future, and is very, very impressed with how Coach TJ Cleveland and Coach Anderson are communicating with him and just building that relationship. So definitely a guy to keep an eye on in the future.
Well, let's talk about football. Jarvis Thornton, he is a running back out of Louisiana. Compares his style actually to Christian McCaffrey from the Carolina Panthers. That would be nice. What do you think about his style of play?
Well, he definitely is very similar in a way he plays on the high school level. How that translates going forward, who knows? But he's very excited about Arkansas. He attended a camp at Arkansas as a 9th grader, and then he visited in April, and he really likes Coach Jeff Traylor, the associate head coach and running backs coach at Arkansas. He says that they don't even talk about football. They talk about so many different other things, and he really likes that as far as how they're building that relationship. He's looking to visit Arkansas officially and unofficially this summer, so Arkansas is sitting pretty well with him. He could play all type of positions on offense and defense, so he's got a lot of flexibility as far as that.
Well, TJ Sheffield, he is a nationally recruited wide receiver out of Tennessee. What do you think about him and how he could help Arkansas?
Well, he narrowed his list, and he's down to 4 schools, and Arkansas being one of them. Ohio State, Notre Dame, and Purdue, the other 2. And he's the ESPN's number 130 prospect in the country. So obviously he's one of the best prospects nationally. He really likes what Arkansas does offensively, or what this coaching staff does offensively. He knows what they did at SMU, and he's very excited about visiting Arkansas in the future.
Well, Hudson Henry, a tight end, obviously the younger brother of Hayden Henry, who is currently at Arkansas, and of course Hunter Henry, who plays for the Chargers right now. Football clearly runs in that family. What do you think about him and how he compares to his brothers?
Very, very similar. He's probably the most athletic of the 3, in my opinion. He just announced his top 5, and Arkansas made the cut. Penn State, Stanford, Clemson, and Wisconsin were the other 4. He's very encouraged by what he sees offensively from Arkansas. You know, obviously he wants to see the tight end being utilized, and he saw that in the spring game, and he wants to see that in the upcoming season. So obviously there's a lot of pluses for Arkansas here. He's got so many family ties to the University of Arkansas. His grandfather, his dad, his mom all attended there, so and then obviously his brothers. But he's definitely interested in Arkansas, and obviously he's a must-get.
And Torian Carter, he is a defensive lineman out of Texas. How could he really help that group?
He can really help. He's got a lot of flexibility from the standpoint. I think he could play inside or outside. He's about 6'3", about 260, 270 right now. Can obviously grow more as far as his frame. Arkansas offered him earlier this week. He visited back in February. Arkansas is recruiting 2 other of his teammates. So he's already been on campus, but he wants to get back to Fayetteville fairly soon. But he's very excited about the offer and is really looking forward to getting back to Fayetteville. An interesting note, the high school basketball coach for girls is Coach Morse's sister, so there's definitely a plus side there, you know, and getting to know a little bit more about Coach Morse and hearing about him on a consistent basis.
Well, Richard, we always appreciate your time. Richard Davenport with the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette and Whole Hog Sports. That's going to do it for your recruiting report. We'll have more on the Pig Trail after the break.